Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today we're going to be changing the outside light fixture here to a spotlight type thing that actually has a motion detector on it as well. Alright, so let me show you what kind of tools you're going to need, and then we're going to get started and we'll get that done. Alright, this is an example of what you're going to need. We're going to need a pair of pliers. We're going to need something to check the current to make sure that there's no power in the outlet or in the fixture. Screwdriver, both Phillips and flat, and then possibly some electrical tape as well. We won't know until we actually take it apart. Alright, now this is the light fixture itself. This comes from a company that sent this to me, and they wanted me to do a video on it, so that's what I'm going to do. It comes with everything that you get inside the box to install it, and basically what it is, it comes with your directions how to install it, which you could read through it, or I'm just going to show you how to do it. It comes with all of the brackets that you need to actually secure it, a gasket to seal it against the house so water doesn't get in, and all the screws as well as the wire nuts to put it on. Alright, this is what the light itself looks like. This is LED lighting. This is much brighter than the regular conventional light bulb that you have in a normal fixture. This is the sensor that actually senses movement or distance of the movement, as well as the amount of time that you want the light fixture on. So this fixture here, we're going to mount it obviously with the name facing up. The sensor, we're going to rotate it to whatever the required distances we have. And underneath here is how you adjust the distance, how far you can sense movement, and this set here is to adjust how long the light stays on once it turns on. Alright, these wires are actually, just so you know, your black is your hot wire, which is your feed wire, which is power coming in. Your white wire is a neutral wire, which is your power going back out. And of course your ground wire is always green. Alright, so enough talking. Let's start taking this down, and we're going to get it finished. And there's my two helpers. Okay, now I just want to point this out to you. This light I know is off because there's a switch inside the house that I turned it off. If you're not sure if the power is off, make sure you check it before you start taking it apart. Okay, before I get started on changing this light fixture here, I just want to point this out to you as well. This company also makes the light bulb. It's actually a replacement bulb for this type of a bulb right here. This is the replacement. Let me just shut this light off. This is what it looks like now. I'm going to shut it off so it cools down. Okay, that's what the bulb looks like that's in there right now. This is an LED light, and this is, it says it's 3,500 lumens, and it actually is $3.25 to run this light bulb per year. But this is the bulb itself. That's the bulb. So I'm going to give you an idea of what it looks like in this fixture here, and then we're going to take this bulb and we're going to put it in my garage, because my garage has one single light bulb. It's not that bright, so we're going to see how bright this is inside the garage, but I'm going to show you out here first. Okay, let's turn it on and see what it looks like. And that's what the bulb looks like. So we're going to see what this looks like at night out here. But in the meantime, I'm going to take it in the garage. I'm going to put it in the garage. Obviously, the garage is fairly dark, and you'll get to see what it looks like inside the garage in the dark, and then when we turn the light on. I will tell you this, I will put a link down below the video for both the light bulb, which is actually sold on Amazon, and I'll also put a link in for the fixture that I'm going to mount on here as well. All right, so let's see how the light works in here. And you can see that that's a significant amount of light thrown off from that bulb itself. All right, so like I said, I'll put a link down below. You take a look at it, see what it looks like on Amazon, and I'll put also a link for the other fixture I'm going to install now. So let's get out in the backyard and let's finish this job up. This one here, we're just going to remove this screw here, and another one on the other side, so we can take the fixture down. And we just pull it away. Now remember, I told you that the power is off. I know the power is off because I turned the switch off. If you're not sure if the power is off, make sure you test it with a test light. And the way you would test it is you would take your test light. Now this is one example of a test light, but there's multiple kinds out there. And as we know, the black is our power. So we're going to plug it into the back here, and we're going to plug it in over there as well. And you can see that the light is not lighting. And we'll just unscrew the wire nut just like this. And then we take off this wire here. And then we'll unscrew the black wire as well. And the last one we're going to take off is our ground wire. And then we'll take our fixture away. Okay, so now we're going to take out this screw, and we'll take that fixture off. Or the mounting bracket off, I should say. Okay, so now as you can see up here, I put the bracket onto the house itself, onto the box, the existing box. I mounted it on there. We're now going to put our waterproof gasket over the top of this. And we're just going to do that like this. And now we're just going to put it around here. We're not going to do a lot with it yet. We're just going to put it on here like that. And this is our ground wire that we had connected up before. It wasn't connected correctly before. We need to have the ground on this bracket here because that's the only way that the fixture itself is grounded. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little wire right here, and you can see already I put a loop in the end of it right here. We're going to put it around that screw right there, just like that. Like this. And then we're going to take it and put it around like that. And now we'll tighten this down. And now the fixture is going to be grounded as well as the box itself. All right, so we're just going to put this here for now just like this. We're not going to do anything more with this right now. We're going to take our light. And we're going to take our white wire to the white wire, the black wire to the black, and this green one is going to go on to this green right here. So let me do that. Okay, the ends of the wire, we just twist them together so that it's actually one single strand, like that. We're going to take this now, and we're going to connect it onto our black wire, which is right here. Take our wire nut. Throw a wire nut on.
I have a question. Is there a system to how you're supposed to connect the wires?
Yeah, you want to tighten it on, turn the wires together clockwise, and then you put the wire nut over the top again, turning it clockwise until it's tight, just like that. And last, we're going to connect our ground wire back on as well, again going clockwise. Like that. Now we're just going to tuck these wires down underneath. Okay. Okay, now we have our lights set. We're going to point them the directions we want them to. It is normal for this black gasket to protrude out because that's the waterproof. That's going to keep the water from getting into the box itself. This goes like this. And now we're going to turn the light on and we're going to make sure it works. Okay, and as you can see, obviously it is light out, but later on tonight we'll get to adjust these the directions that we want them facing. And let me just show you this. Underneath the bottom right here, we're going to do our final adjustments here. We're going to put it to the test position right here. And now this light will stay on during the test when we adjust the motion detector here. What I would normally do with the motion detector is set it halfway. Set it halfway between the full off and the full on, or the distance itself, and then we are going to adjust these as needed. The way you adjust these on the bottom here, we can adjust it down here. We could tighten it and loosen it and maneuver this any direction that we want. Once we find the direction that we want it pointed, then we just screw the screw tight, and that will be it. And then these are adjustable any way that we want to have them pointing. So last thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little cap right here and we're going to push it right inside here, and we're going to cover that up so that nobody ever knows that that's the screw. This will be over the top, just like that, and we'll push it all the way in. All right, so that's it. All right, so as you can see, my helpers had a rough day here today. They're gonna take a little snooze over here right now. Okay, but that's it. So just make sure that you have your power supply turned off. The most important thing is you got to make sure the power's off. And that's it, you're all set. All right, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.